thinking of a master plan. Cause ain't nothing but sweat inside my hands. So I dig into my pocket, all my money spent. So I get deeper, but still coming up with lint.
Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about a little tool that I use in my day-to-day business that you might find helpful, whether you're doing running multiple businesses, or if you're just someone that does a repetitive copy and paste type of thing. It could be something as simple as a reply to an email like I have here. We just showed the place. I'll email you from when we show it again. Sorry, the place is occupied. We will only be showing on that day and time. Stuff like that. Or maybe it's your signature. You've got multiple companies and you've got different signature blocks that you want to be using based on the company. I use a quick little program called Quick Text Paste. You can download it. Just do a quick search on Google for Quick Text Paste. There are a couple of options here. I recommend you use the CNET one, which will take you here to CNET, and then you can just come over here and just download it. It's a free software. But anyway, just use the CNET one. If you use the other one, which I'll show you here in a second, if you use this one, which takes you directly to it, you can kind of get lost in this download because this is actually an ad down here where it looks like you should start. I think you download it from here. But anyway, just be careful when you download it. You can, whatever place you feel most safe. I like CNET, to be honest with you. But anyway, what this thing does, let's say if I've got a repetitive task, and when I send out my and this is something you can have a virtual assistant do as well. Just tell them to download it, and they can use it on their computer, or anyone on your team if you've got a team. And let's say I've got a showing, and I want to send out showing information. Well, for example, this week we're doing one on Tunic Avenue. So instead of just typing in, or let's say pulling up a draft, and then just having to go over to the draft each time, and then copying it, and then going over to your email and pasting it. What you can do is just when you pull up this quick text paste, I can associate it. And here, let me go back to it. What I did is I associated, because it's a Tunic, I went over here and I took that same information and I put it in here, and under what I did is I associated with left window key and then the T, and I can just set it up just down here. It's really easy. Just select which key you want and then which second key that you have to hit. Then once I hit the window key and the T at the same time, it's going to take the text, which I copy and pasted in this little block here, and put it in there. For example, I'll show you. Here's a message, and I'm going to hit the window key and the T at the same time, and then it's going to pop up everything that I wanted that I have in that block under that quick text paste. So it just took all this information here and do it and placed it here. But I can use the same thing for an example. If I was going to do a signature block, let's say if I've got multiple companies, or you're using it, whether let's say if you're doing, I don't know, let's say if you're a woman, you're doing Mary Kay on the side, or you've got a realtor thing, or you've got some small business that you're running on the side. What I can do is I can just come in here and I'm hitting the Windows key and like 3 for an example, and I'll pop out my signature for that particular company if I was doing it. So it makes a lot of your repetitive actions, it takes it and it condenses them and makes it really quick, so you can just do a quick keystroke and then bam, you've got it up there, and then you can just quickly just replace these anytime that you want, just by going in if you've got a certain window key here that you'd like to use, or whatever favorite kind of key or that you like to use. You don't necessarily have to use the Windows key. I find that the easiest. You've got a bunch of different options here. Anyway, that's just a quick little tip, something that I use in my day-to-day business that I figured you might find helpful, whether you're a real estate agent or have a side business or something where you find yourself, let's say you want your virtual assistant to respond a certain way every single time to certain type of questions. You can use this. It's just a pretty cool tool that's free to use, and I figured I'd pass it on. Take care.